All right, everybody, this is Sheets, and I'm going to do a quick video on today's baseball. And I feel bad because Pierce reached out to me and asked if I wanted to do a video with him, and I didn't think I was going to have time. So it turns out I do have a little bit of time to do kind of a quick one for you guys. And if you go to the site, you'll see that Pierce, Race to the Prize, did a baseball video as well. So you can get double. You can get double the content. You can get his views and you can get my views as well, as Bobby's away for the weekend. So I'm going to be just going through it basically based on my projections and my takes on things and see where we're at. So with respect to DraftKings, as you see, I do have Corbin Burns as a significant top SP1. For me, a value score of 12 points higher than anybody else just kind of makes him a lock. So that's what I'm doing. Interestingly, though, Logan Gilbert for Seattle rates as kind of a clear SP2, which I was not anticipating. I was expecting Dylan Bundy or Jameson Talion to become my good SP2. Carlos Rodon is just not really rating too well for me today. He's just too expensive. So I'm probably going to be playing a lot of Burns and Logan Gilbert today. That's just the way it's going to be. Good look at a couple of one-offs here before we go into the stacks that I have rated really high, and that's Kevin Kiermaier is cheap, Will Myers is cheap, Trevor Lawrence is cheap, etc. But let's go into the stacks here, and what we're doing is we're going to go back to. We're just going to take a look at right through True DFS, and you see I'm starting to get all these things up here. Let me get to the DK stacks for today. Now, again, we're gonna have to get used to how to read this stuff. Now, given the fact that I have, I'm using a cheap SP2, I can rank these guys kind of by raw stack and get somewhere. So like normally I would say, I'm not going to be able to fit in San Diego because they're too expensive, but because I'm playing Logan Gilbert, I don't have to worry about that. So the way I'm kind of reading this is, while San Diego is definitely the top stack, their ownership is right now significantly higher than these other two. So I'm kind of inclined to go down to Philadelphia, just and take the ownership discount as my main stack. And again, this is my process. I rate them, I use my models, I come up with this, and then this is the way I do it. And these are the hand built lineups. I let Saberson try to help me build kind of the MME lineups as well. But as far as what my best play is, this is the way I do it. I just kind of eyeball this and say, okay, I think that the Phillies are close enough to San Diego as far as points go, and I'm getting a decent enough ownership discount where I could probably key them. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. So the top stacks, given the construction of using Logan Gilbert, is going to involve San Diego, Minnesota, and Philadelphia, because you can afford it. Now, if you do go for a different route in pitching, you probably want to rank them this way. And then Minnesota becomes, just a better play. So it's Minnesota would be the top, and then, and then down to San Diego, and then Oakland comes into play as well. So again, it depends, as usual, where you want to go in pitching. If you do what I'm doing and paying down for Logan Gilbert's the SP2, you can afford to not worry about price too much with respect to your stacks, and you can just go for pick the lowest owned of the highest upside type stack. So that's where I'm coming off with baseball with DraftKings. Now, with respect to hang on one second. So with respect to FanDuel, Corbin Burns pitching wise, just again, is a real standout. If you want, you could pay down for Dylan Bundy, but as usual with FanDuel, you don't really need to pay down for pitching to make it work. So I'm gonna probably just play Corbin Burns as far as my pitcher on FanDuel. A couple of one-offs, as you kind of see here. Again, Will Myers, Freddie Freeman, Josh Donaldson, So that's where we're at on FanDuel. And let's go back into the stacks again for a second. FanDuel. Again, because, well, you might not be able to pay for the raw stack because you are paying up for burns, but you'll probably want to get one of these, like Atlanta, San Diego, Minnesota, Philadelphia. One of these at least is your main stack. So again, Atlanta's lower owned than San Diego, so I think Atlanta's the priority. Then probably Minnesota would be my next one. And then again, if you felt as though you did need to, to save a little bit of money, still Atlanta is probably the best place. So Atlanta, San Diego, Minnesota, things like that. So that's pretty much it for baseball today. Spending the day with Mrs. Sheets, so I'm not going to be around. So I figured I would put something up there for you guys. And that's about it. Good luck, everybody, and let's get it.